Hi everybody, this is ArvindUpadhyay. I am the author of the more than 110 books and on the self-help business and various lifestyle and wellness things. They are the various the people I advise them and for I work for the companies, corporate and executive for their coaching, consulting and programs. You can check out more at ArvindUpadhyay official website. In this episode, I am talking about how you can become the youngest billionaire and what the ideas you can adopt and the habits that, according to me, that in many seminars and many events I talk about it. That's the 90% of whatever you achieve and whatever the happen. It's depend upon your habit. So if you have a good habit, then the chances are the more than you are going to get anything, you're going to achieve anything. And I have primarily experience this thing that habits play the major role for anyone's success, and that habits that play for the everything about the whatever happens to us. So you focus on the building the particular system, that particular approach to making the things happen in the that way, in the particular that way. You know that's focusing on the building the approaches, building the system that build the best system and that build that the best approaches for that particular things. Let me tell you a story. There was a student and he was with us and he was not a good student in anywhere. He was not good at studies, he was not good at anything, but he was having a good habit, and that good habit was hard working. You know what that you know if you don't good at anything, that's not mean that you don't have more opportunity. There are the chances that everyone in this planet God have made us, and if the people, if someone have made us, then he have created some things for us, something valuable for us, something the good for us. So he have the creature, we are the unique creature of the God. So he have to build us, he have to give us the opportunities, the chances and the time limitation that 24 hour everybody have, and that is specific time we used for the particular things, for particular work, for the particular everything. So to doing adapting the everything to. So that boy was about that particular that he was not to focused for anything specific thing, and that bad habit created the bad thing for him, and he died due to the bad things in an accident with the train. So you know what, that 90% the things in your relationship, in your personal success, in your financial success, in your the self success, business success, everywhere is depend on the your 90% for your habits that determine the things that you're going to achieve and that you're going to get. So you need to focus on the having the best habits. You can read my book $1 billion habits, first 30 days $1 billion habit, to getting the process and the building the habits. Now the come to the our episode, and that is about how to become the youngest billionaire. So if you want to become the youngest billionaire, you find the a startup idea. That startup idea solve the problem for the billions people on the planet. If that billions of the people pay uh, dollar to you, then you can have the excess of the $1 billion. Imagine how big this amount is. You can easily become the billionaire if that billions of the people paying you 1 rupees in their custom fees for your service, for your product, then you immediately become the billionaire by their customer money and that people money. So you have to focus on the large market. You choose and select the industry that you are investing and you're starting your own business and company. That industry should be bigger, and that industry should be big, and there is a lots of the scope. I will suggest the four industry to do your startup idea in that four industry, because this industry is a really huge and the big opportunity. There is a big market of the people. First one is the food industry. If you are starting your startup and you have the potential by any way to reach out the billions of the people, then you can select the food industry, because food industry is a big industry. which focus on the larger market comparison to the other sectors. So food industry should be a good choice for if you want to become the youngest billionaire. But only the industry doesn't matter. You have to the good idea, good advisor, good planner, and that you have to hard work and through the systematic way, and you need to have the idea with that good executing team. So then you possibly that you can become the billionaire, youngest billionaire you can be in this sector. You can the second sector you can say health and wellness sector, because there is a every person on the planet is care about their health and their wellness. So you can focus on the this industry, because this is the huge and big industry about the health and market, and this sector is bigger, and it's not going to stop and not going to recession going to come in any time in this sector, because this is the big sector. Everybody is care about them that this sector is getting the more bigger and bigger every day by day, and you have the more scope and scope to the health and wellness sector. Third one is education sector. So if you are investing and trying to invest and become the youngest billionaire in this sector, that education sector, then you start your startup and reach the billions user, billions customer with your startup, and with so you can have the excess of the billions of money, and you can become billionaire. Fourth one is you have the transportation sector. You can invest and start your idea with the transportation and logistics sector, because this sector is never going to stop, and no one can stop this sector, because this is a huge market. Everybody need transportation. You, me, everyone need a transportation, and without a transportation we can't go from the one place to another place. Can you say me that without transportation system, without a bus, without your own vehicle, you can move from the one place and another place, and everything depend on this. Your our economy is depend on the transportation and logistic things. So you feel free to invest your amount in and your idea for execution for the transportation and logistic industry. This industry is a big and huge scope having for the, and there is lots of the demand in this sector. You can build the things, build the startup in this sector for the startup ecosystem and logistic startup. Otherwise you have the more opportunity. Anyway you can start with your bigger good ideas, but you think the scalability in your startup, because if you focus on the marketing and branding, if you focus from the day one to becoming the profitable, then you have the strong, you will have the strong fundamental of your startup, and that startup have this sustainability to run in the long way. You plan for the 100 year rather planning for the 1 year to survive. Most of these startups they focus on the instant gratification, and not they focus on the short term outcome. But as a startup and as a company, your goal should be on the brand building rather than marketing. You focus on building a brand to make the loyal customer, where you have the existence and you have the opportunity to stand out for the 100 years in the market. Otherwise another company will come and beat you, and your existence will be in the problem. So you focus on the building your brand that can exist for the 100 years further in the future. Focusing on the building the brand, and thinking about the having the good marketing, and the focusing on the your good idea to execute, that can help you to building the things. After having that, you have to build your business plan that work the systematic well. You have to take the consultant advice. You can hire at you can develop the various things. You can partnership with Arvind Enterprises Group, which have the more than 30 companies who is in the various sector. They have the experiences all already many sectors industries in experiences they have the everything. So you can build that. You have to focus on the product development. So you focus, if you are focusing on the quality product at your organization, the chances are the more that your customer not going to leave you, and if you have the quality product, then these chances are more. And if you don't have the quality product, then the chances are the more that your loyal customer go to the next shop to your shop, and you miss the opportunity to hold him. Because I, with my lots of the experience, I have find that acquisition of the customer is a really cost, but retention of the customer is cost, less cost comparison to acquisition of a new customer. So you focus on the retention, whatever the customers you have, you retain them with your providing the customized offering services, and you feel them, make feel them importance, because the customers are the god for us. If you so I have gone to the market and I have seen, I go to in the shop, and in that shop I entered in the shop, and I saw the shopkeeper, and that person, he was busy with watching the IPL match in the mobile, and he was not caring about that particular customer and even me. He was not caring about that what they want, and yeah, whatever you say, I like that he saw them. Then if you say I want to like negotiate the price, he never talk. He was so busy to watching IPL. But this is not for the yours. If you are living the life of the service, if you are living the life of the product building, if you are living the life of the greatness and the entrepreneurship and the helping people to for the creating the more happiness into their life, then you have to care about that. Then you have to worry about your building, that they are the god for us. The customers are the god for every business owners. You need to focus them. I have written a book called make feel important, make other person feel important. So if you want to influence someone, you want to retain them, then you need to feel, make them feel important people. So then this is the main strategy behind the one of the planet biggest company is Apple. They is the number one company in the world, Apple, because they influence their customer with the making them that they are this so important. If you come to my shop and I give you experience, then that experience will help you to come back to my shop. And that if you come back to my shop, I am building the I am retaining you. And if I am retaining you as a customer, then the chances are the more than I am spending less money, I'm spending the less amount of the time, effort to selling any product. Because if you don't, I don't have to power and the capability to retain my older customer, then chances are the more that I am unable to uh, acquire the new customer from, because they have not tried your service and product already. And people who have tried already your services and product, if they feel that they are that the product and service was good for them, that product and service create value creation for them, then they will come back and back. And this cycle is most of the people, most of the companies like magazine companies, I have seen they work on the renewable business model. So what is the renewable business model? Renewable business model is work on the renewing anything. For example, you have a you have a magazine on the for the 1 month subscriptions, then you have to uh, renew it for the after 1 month and subscription. So this renewable model, I mean, this renewable model help companies to become that fix that yes, I have this minimum number of the customers, so they don't need to worry about acquiring new customer because they didn't have customers already. The companies which are in D2C market, direct to customer market, direct to consumers market, D2C brand which sell their product online, otherwise they sell on the offline their product. They really care about the acquiring new customers, so they try them. And the I think the building the new D2C brand is likely to focus on the building your brand online and then having your store offline, because they can someone go at offline, they can purchase and they can see the range of the offering and the product at the offline also. So this make the brand building. Okay, for example, I was talking in the last minute about the Apple and iPhone, they have the loyalty with their customer. If I am the iPhone user, I am not going to switch on the Android because I have that mindset, that feel that experience, and that experience create us our true happiness, and that true happiness feel us that we are special, we are important. So and everybody want to feel themselves that they are the so important people on the planet. If you are wearing a luxury product, then you feel like a importance specific is uniqueness about that. That's why you are using that specific luxury brand, because you feel after wearing that product and that things that you feel that this is specific and unique for me, and I am made for it, for the uniqueness, for the specification, for the that importance. So you feel free to give the importance to your customer. If you want to become billionaire, you need to have this uh, fundamental knowledge about business. You can read the and the author of the, as you know, that more than 100 of the books which based on the self-help businesses books. There are the available more than 100 by ArvindUpadhyay. You can search on Amazon, buy from there, Flipkart. You are based on the United States novels, and you are there is a various websites there. They are from the Walmart, Target, uh, retail. You can buy from anywhere, read them. You can join my Succeedo Moment. You can join my 100x Club. You can join my many programs which I run. For example, Percent Club, where you have the opportunity to talk and meet the big people, have the opportunity to live with the people who are in the top 1% categories. They have they have their own mindset. They have their where they have their uh, different type of the positive attitude that build them the good things and good vibes to you. You have to feel the from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset. You further have the enhancement to your knowledge, your capabilities, your confidence. This was all about this episode, and I think you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, make sure follow us on every platform where we are available.